guys, welcome back to another vlog, and welcome to anyone who is new here. If you wouldn't mind subscribing to my channel, I would really appreciate it. Today's video is just going to be like a day in the life on the go. Lately I have mentioned that I don't have many homemaking style, I guess, vlogs. I've kind of been doing more grocery hauls and shopping, or just really looking around at fall stuff and things like that. But today's video is going to have a little bit of everything. Starting off, getting ready for the morning, I used my Dossier perfume. I really loved the Fruity Magnolia one. I like to wear it when I'm kind of wanting to smell fresh and floral, but not too floral. And then grabbing some breakfast and packing the lunchbox before we go out for the day. But like I was saying, I don't have as many homemaking style videos right now, only because I'm kind of waiting till fall right now. It's a little bit easier for me to film the grocery hauls and the outing videos versus actually sitting up and vlogging. I have chosen not to share my daughter on my channel anymore, so I try to work my vlogs around her versus working her around the vlogs, because this is a hobby. But I'm planning on about midways through September starting back my decorating and cleaning and more homemaking style content. So I do still have a variety of everything, and I always have playlists linked in the description if you haven't seen any of the old ones. And I always have a grocery haul every single week. Sometimes I have two if I end up going to 2 different stores, but I always for sure have the one. But anyways, on this vlog, it's just going to be a variety. We went out on this day with my mother-in-law just to look around Hobby Lobby, and intending to go to Sam's because I had to get some things for my dad's birthday weekend. We had a dinner with them, but we were out so late that we didn't even make it to Sam's. We just ended up looking around for the day. So I just vlogged a little bit. We went in Hobby Lobby and TJ Maxx, and then came back home. So I didn't vlog a lot in Hobby Lobby simply because I have already done a Hobby Lobby shop with me for fall. If you missed that one, it's linked in the fall 2023 playlist. But on the end of this video, I explain I do end up throwing in some cleaning motivation and try to make this vlog a little bit longer. So there's a little bit of everything on this one, so be sure you stay tuned for that. And remember to have your notifications on where you don't miss upcoming uploads. Hopefully the second week of September, I'm planning to have my fall 2023 coffee bar decorate with me video. And then gonna start my fall decorating around our home. Hopefully I'll share that as well, and start back doing more cooking and homemaking style vlogs. But I'm going to stop talking and let y'all enjoy the vlog. I know y'all don't want to hear me talk the entire time. Got my drink wrong. Max had a ton of really cute fall and Thanksgiving themed decor items, candles, body products. There were just a lot already. I really love this little felt turkey. But I was really impressed with their selection this year. I felt like they had a good amount out considering that it is just now the end of August. I personally am one to wait until mid-September to decorate for fall. It wasn't until 2 years ago that I started decorating the first and second week of fall. I will do a little bit of it only because now that I'm a mom, I have less time. And then also if I want to film and have it on my YouTube channel, it takes more time. But I do enjoy looking ahead of time because I feel like, especially since the pandemic and people buying stuff out so fast, if you don't catch the cute stuff, the seasonal stuff, and buy it while it is in stock, you normally don't get a second chance because people just don't restock stuff like they used to. So if you see something cute or you need new fall decor at TJ Maxx, anywhere you're going, I suggest getting it because a lot of times I go back, just like these wreaths right here I thought were so cute, and a lot of times I'll come back thinking I'm gonna get something I saw last time and it's gone for the year. So they had a very good selection, to me anyways, of throw pillows, the decorative pumpkins, throw blankets. I also love their bedding, and they normally have like seasonal throw blankets like these and sheet sets as well for your actual bed versus just like a couch or a chair. And they're always like twin, queen, or sometimes king, and it makes me so sad because we have a California king, and I really would like one day to downsize where we could be able to have more options for bedding and just have a little more space in our room. But for now we're stuck with a really big bed, which is good and bad. But I really liked a lot of these throw blankets and stuff, and if I were just wanting to spend money, there were a lot of things that I would have bought simply because they would look good with the decorations that I already have. But I wasn't trying to do that. I was trying to stay in a budget. I ended up buying a hand weight for exercising with. I did buy one of the seasonal body scrubs that smelled really good. I wanted all of them, but I made my mind up and I only picked one. And then I think there was one other thing that I got. I can't remember what it was. And then also, this is the girls' clothing selection, like the toddler to older girls section, and they actually had a lot of variety in clothing this year to me that was actually seasonal versus just new stock. So a lot of the little dresses and jackets and things actually had fall prints to them. They also had some cute options for infant and newborn. I love the little pumpkin socks. They did have a little bit in the boys section, but as always, there is such a limited selection for boys. I'm not even a boy mom, and I realized that. They had several coats and jackets. I actually did end up getting Willow one of the dresses coming up that has the little mustard yellow jacket and dress, because we're going to be able to use the jacket separate from the dress as well. So I justified buying something new because most of the time we do children's consignment, and I do turn clothes in frequently and get back store credit. So actually the past year we have barely bought clothing out of pocket. This is the dress I was talking about that I got right here with the jacket and the dress. She can use that fall and winter. But we will also be going to our local children's consignment soon and looking through their fall and winter selections. So that'll probably be an upcoming vlog as well. I just realized I only have 39 minutes to record, I guess, on my phone, because I have 4 vlogs on my phone. I already got 2 edited and uploaded. I always like upload them and set them to private till I get all the information, get them scheduled and all that. But I had like 3 back-to-back grocery orders, and I just kind of like realized today, I feel like I've been vlogging all day. Y'all, my hair is driving me crazy. I just took it down. I've been cleaning all day, and I curled it when I got up this morning. You can't tell. But I feel like I've been vlogging all day because I did it all throughout the day, and I didn't actually like talk in this vlog. I done the voiceover, and it just seems weird when I do that because I realize like I need to actually talk. And of course, every time I pull my camera out to, or my phone out to talk, I get hiccups, and I think it's because I'm trying to talk so fast. I'm like, I don't know. But it is 9 o'clock at night. And today we went out to go to Sam's because my dad's birthday is this weekend, and I needed to pick up some stuff for our meal. And I asked my mother-in-law, she wanted to go with us where we could see her, and we ended up kind of just essentially just having a shopping trip. I didn't really shop, it was just looking, but we went to Hobby Lobby. Well, first I got coffee. Lately I've been on like an espresso kick. I think I've kind of killed down my craving a little bit. I think it's in like 10 days they release the pumpkin spice, so I think I'm gonna like not drink quite as much, just to reduce the sugar. And then when they bring that out, I'll go back and get it. And I think I mentioned recently in a vlog, my thoughts are all over right now. I just laid Willow down, so this is the first time I've really like been able to collect myself since this morning. Anyways, I think I mentioned a few vlogs back that for my birthday, Michael asked what I wanted. It's September, and I said I wanted a espresso machine, and I always wanted an Nespresso. I always wanted that one, and I started looking, and they have that one that's said like Lore, I'm not sure exactly. It's like L''OR. So I told him that's what I wanted. I compared prices, and that one's actually about half the price for the capsules as the Nespresso. And I also found out it uses the Nespresso original ones. So I am like 99% sure, like I know that's what I want. And I'm just gonna have to like move my coffee bar area around. So I'm watching for a sale on that closer towards my birthday. That'll be what I get. Anyways, I said that because like I'm thought dumping here, but I went to Starbucks before we went shopping because I went out the door so fast that I didn't eat, drink nothing. And then I grabbed that perfect bar and ate it for breakfast. So I got coffee, we went to Hobby Lobby, and then after that Willow was kind of cranky and hungry, and we were hungry too, so we went to Firehouse Subs. Haven't had that in a while, and it was so good. So we went there, and then we were kind of cutting it close on time. And we went to TJ Maxx because I needed a heavier like hand weight for exercising. So I did get an 8-pound, but it wasn't really what I wanted. I wanted one that was like 8, 10, and 12, I think. But I got that, and then we came home. Didn't even make it to Sam's. That's where I was going. So I have to do that tomorrow, and I probably won't vlog that trip just because I feel like I've done that recently. But I was saying this to say, since I'm gonna forget it while it's on my mind, someone recently commented on my grocery haul and mentioned that they noticed that I didn't buy meat, and like, did we eat meat, or I think they were just curious where we got it, is what they said. And I cleared this up before, but I wanted to mention it again because I keep forgetting to say it on grocery hauls. We do eat meat, like we are absolutely meat eaters, protein, we're all for it. But Michael hunts, and our family gives us meat throughout the year, so we keep the freezer stocked with that. But I don't have that on grocery hauls for that reason. But tomorrow I do have to get a pork roast to cook and shred. I'm gonna do it in a crock pot this weekend. But I was like sitting here thinking I needed to mention that, so I'm ready to sit down for a minute. I need to sit, and I have a snack, high protein snack. I share this on my hauls a lot. I get this for dessert. I actually like the Chobani whole milk Greek yogurt that's really bitter because, you know, it's just full fat plain yogurt, and I add honey and stuff to it. But I like this one for like a dessert. So I had a little bit left in the container, and I added some pecans, and I think this is the Post honey almond granola or something close to that. So I'm having this for a snack. And then also, I've got to drink more water because I did not get enough water in for the day. So anyways, I've carried on longer than normal, or longer than I intended to, as per usual. But yeah, so I'm about to sit down. Totally random. It's Friday now, and I'm about to leave the house to go get the stuff for my dad's birthday meal this weekend. And I have to get some produce also. But I wanted to take a moment to appreciate like how cute my little, I guess, hat buns, mini buns came out. I can't get a shot straight from the back, but I don't know, I just thought it looked really cute. So yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna, like, when I wash dishes tonight and make dinner, we're having tacos, and I'm gonna use those new chalupa shells that I think it's Mission brand put out. I think I'm just gonna add like a little bit of like cook with me, even though it's not really cooking, I guess just a simple dinner with me. So I feel like every time I do a vlog, it's for a grocery haul, but I don't really vlog throughout the week. I feel like I just randomly cram it into a 2 or 3 day span. And this is what we got at Kroger. Long story short, on the Walmart grocery order, I do not get all of like my salad and fruit things because their produce is just horrible. I'm sick of throwing it away. And I had to go in there, like I was mentioning last night about the meat. I did actually buy some meat today. But I had to go in there for this. So this was on sale for $27.22. But if you had the digital coupon on your online account, it was 99 cents a pound. So I paid like $12 or so for about 12 pounds worth of pork. I'm gonna cook it, and then I'll take like the fat, and I usually like cook it and render the fat out of it, saute it in a pan, and also shred it up, season it, add barbecue, throw it in the crock pot. But that was like the main thing I went in there for. I showed these last year. We got a pack of them on clearance, and they're about $5 a pack for 2, but it was absolutely worth it. This was the best pork chop I have ever had. I'm about to have one for lunch with a salad. Willow asked for this. I made this for dinner a few weeks ago, and she loved it. So I normally get the reduced sodium one. This was all they had. So my plan is to cook this, add additional vegetables, and add some additional just plain rice to it. And then she's drinking her milk a little faster. I get her whole milk mostly, but we also do get 1%. This is what I drink if I'm drinking it a lot. And then another bag of lima beans, the Taylor Farms mini salads. I normally get the Pizza Ranch Nashville hot, but this time I decided to get the Caesar in the Nashville because I make chicken Caesar salad wraps with these. And then I got one of these for this week. We have, I think, 2 appointments and different things to do, so it'll be quick dinner nights, but I've always kind of wanted to try these. It has the seasoning and everything. All you do is add the butter to it, and I don't know what we'll pair with. Got some of these because Kroger's brand is cheaper than Walmart a lot of times, and they have a little bit better variety at times. I think she'll eat these, but she hasn't had this one. These are good when we're going outside or like going somewhere to help keep her hydrated. I got the big container of these because Willow and I both eat them. 15 grain bread. This is my favorite one. Hoping that I can get my sourdough going enough where I can just rely on that mostly, especially as the months cool off and I'm baking more. I'm going to do the tacos tonight, and I'm going to do like a bowl with mine and try to make it high protein. And I got some of this for a side. Willow asked for these in the store, and honestly, theirs looked better than the Nutri-Grain ones. This juice we've been getting recently, I dilute it a lot because it's super sweet, but it is so refreshing because you rarely get like a watermelon juice. So good. But I got 2 more bottles of it. Got a bag of Gala apples because they were like $2 or $3. Kind of impulse buy. I was gonna wait, but they had the Califia Farms pumpkin spice latte with almond milk, and I'm trying to get back on track with eat less like sugary sweets, so this will be kind of like a treat for me because it does have 16 grams of sugar, but I'm not cutting sugar out. I'm just trying to reduce more. And then I got about probably 1.5 pounds of the tomatoes on the vine, a container of the baby red butter lettuce, some bananas, and then I missed the shredded iceberg lettuce that's going to go in my taco bowl. I'm laughing because I cannot stand straight parted hair and it looks horrible on me. But the buns look cute up under a hat, but then when I get home and I take it off, I think, like, what if my hat came off? I'd be walking around like this because I can't stand it. I cannot get down with a straight part. I'm a side part girl, always have been, even though my hair naturally tries to part to the middle. But I can't do this. This is cracking me up. It just looks weird on me. Okay, so this part of the video is kind of unplanned, and as per usual, I'm in a different camouflage shirt. I don't know why every time I decide to do a voice or a clip of me talking, whatever, not a voiceover, I decide to do it on the day where I'm wearing a camouflage shirt, but it's kind of cracking me up lately. Anyways, this portion of the video I just decided to throw in because I had like 2 little segments of cleaning and organizing in the house. I was going to do a whole big vlog, but that didn't turn out, and my thing with my channel now being a hobby is doing what works for me at this time. So I'm going to insert some cleaning motivation and organization that I done that I was going to do a bigger vlog for, but we are getting close to fall, and I'll be wanting to put my fall decor out the 2nd week of September. I'll do my coffee bar probably the beginning of the 2nd week, so I need to make sure my phone is cleared out. So I'm going to throw that in here and give y'all some additional footage on this vlog, so it probably will be longer, but there's cleaning motivation, I guess. So one of the things I've really been meaning to get done is this grocery shelf here. Even though it is organized there, I just feel like I need to move it around to make it make more sense. So I've had it on the to-do list for a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do it and move the things that I want closer up top for the things that I'm going to use more often, and the things that I use less move to the bottom. So my grocery shelf is something that I've been needing to do. I was kind of concerned. This is such a tight squeeze. I'm going to use the wide angle lens. I had like beans, green beans, corn, vegetables, all that mixed into this shelf. And it at times acted like it was going to topple over, and like this shelf isn't going anywhere. It's sturdy. But I was worried, like, walking by, maybe bumping it, that it was going to topple out, and it was kind of hard to tell what I had. So I decided, especially with, like, soup crock pot season coming up, that I wanted a shelf just for the beans and, like, the chili fixins, I guess. So I done this smaller shelf for the beans, and then this up here, I've got my variety of vegetables, and then I decided to do, like, the tomatoes and the sauces on this end. And this actually helped me out because I was thinking I had, not that this isn't a good stock, because we do still eat a lot of fresh frozen stuff too, fresh and frozen, but I was thinking I had more of this, so I need to get, I'm really the only one who eats the carrots, so I'll get a little bit more of that, but I definitely need to get some more corn and some Rotel, because I only have like, or that's by care, I only have 2 or 3 cans of Rotel, so this top is kind of a catch-all, like it makes sense to me, so I'm not going to mess with it. It works for now anyways. And then this one down here, I'm gonna make, I don't know if I'll be able to film this part, it might be hard to see, but I'm gonna make this one, I think the, yeah, I'm gonna do my soups and broths, and then the bottom shelf, I'll do like my canned tuna and meat and random, but I feel like this makes me a lot more satisfied. It looks a lot more organized. So now that I've got this going with a better system, and this used to all be organized this way, I've realized that I really need more cream and mushroom. I only have 2, and the cream of chicken I only have 4. And this is something I recently discovered, is that Campbell's has a cream of chicken and mushroom, which I love, because a lot of times I cook and I'll end up opening a can of each of these and then having to figure out something for the other half. So it's a little bit more, but it's worth it. So I want to get some more of those. We're good on this soup because we really only eat it like if we're sick, and I don't have any homemade. I'm the only one who eats like the vegetable soups and stuff. I'm the only one who eats this. This is good. I cook with this, and I use this for lunches and things. But this is really helping me figure my stash out. Also, I forgot to mention canned fruit. Like I was saying, we do mostly fresh and frozen, I think about 75% of the time, but good to have on hand and when you run out. And I was also curious how much pumpkin I had, because my grocery haul this past week, if you guys haven't seen it, I have a ton of grocery hauls, and I have one each week from Walmart. I got 3 more cans of this because I thought I was down to like 2, which this is perfect. I'll still use it up, but I actually had 2, 4, 6, I had 8. So that's about how much I used per fall, I guess. So that was good. Forgot I had these, so I'm kind of reminding myself of what I got going on. I think evidently it's pretty obvious it's another day from when I started this video out, but Willow took a nap and I just shaped my eyebrows and done like a face mask and done some retinol. I feel a lot better. My face was acting like it was breaking out, but I'm actually wondering if ants bit me at some point and I didn't notice it, because we have been in triple digits going on the 3rd week, and I'm battling ants all day, every day. I've got liquid ant bait out. I've tried the vinegar trick, the cinnamon trick. I think I'm seeing a little bit of reduction. I have pulled rugs up from in front of the door to keep them from coming inside and like embedding in the rugs, and I think it's making a small difference, but I'm just ready for this heat to go away. But in preparation for all that and the fall decorating coming, I am doing little projects around the house. So right now, clearly our bedroom has a lot going on that needs to be fixed. So I'm probably going to work on that. I'm talking really fast to try to get this out. Willow's probably got maybe 45 minutes to an hour left of a nap, so I'm going to try to hurry and squish all this in. I have little random things I need to hang up around here. The box of decorations still yet to go on the wall is still over there, because the main thing is I need to get these stickers off the wall. This all needs to be cleared out too. Michael's stuff is just kind of sitting there. My stuff is kind of like stuff waiting to go on the walls. Everything, I think I want to do away with this picture being on the wall, or I'm not really sure, so I guess you'll figure it out with me. So I think that took right at 12 minutes, and there was a few spots where like I pulled a little too soon and left marks. This is with flash on though. And flash off, it's not that bad, and the vanity is going to cover it back up, but I'm glad to have gotten that done because that was something that like was bothering me because it's been needing to be done since I guess January now. So I'm glad to have that done. Another thing, I have this headboard, and I love this headboard forever. I wanted it for a long time. I finally found one, and now I feel like it doesn't really go with the theme like I was thinking, because I want like a kind of more vintage, antique, farmhouse slash just home look. I don't even know how to describe it, and this isn't really working for me. So I thought about repadding it and like trying to make it look the way I want. But also I thought about trying to sell it and then getting like a iron headboard. I don't know. I'm so confused. So y'all let me know, what would you do about the headboard? Because I'm wanting like the vintage, traditional kind of farmhouse look. So switching gears a little bit, another thing I have wanted to do is, obviously you can see how small my closet space is. Michael's is over here and mine's here. We actually took the door off to be able to hang these racks, and it's crowded, but it works and it gives us more space because this is a really small mobile home. We chose to have more space in the living room than the bathroom area and everything. Anyways, I haven't really lost more weight like recently, but last year losing weight, I see FedEx outside the window. I was trying to figure out. Anyways, last year when I lost weight, I was in like a 4X. Well, before last year I was in a 4X, and like I was embarrassed how big my clothes were because I was buying them a little bit bigger than I needed because I just didn't like the way I looked. So now I'm wearing sometimes an extra large, but really I'm comfortably in like a 2X right now. So I want to pull out the stuff that I know is so big that I'm not like wanting to wear. I'm not going to get rid of it because you never know. So that's what I'm going to do now, and pack up and put in the little cloth tote things that go under our bed to get some extra space. Phone is blinking at me because apparently I need to clear out my memory, but this is how much I pulled out that I have hiccups again, of course, that is too big, that I haven't worn in 2 years. Some of these are even like maternity tops. So, but I forgot I had one of these extra little like storage bag things that go under the bed, and I don't really think I have room for it, but I'm going to try to make it work. So I'm not going to record this part since I need to clear memory out. I'm going to open this up and see how much I can fit in there. I cannot believe I got them all to fit. I just tossed the hangers on the floor. This is how many clothing items I was able to do away with. I was just about to buy more hangers for the clothes that we do have, but cleared some space and saved some money, I guess.